Hi Capricorn, happy new year, happy birthday, welcome to your January reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your love and your support and being patient with me as I was gone for a couple of weeks. You know, it was a holiday season. We really needed to just take time to recharge my energy and just take a bit of a break, but I'm so excited to be back. So excited to be connecting with your energy today. I hope that you're doing amazing. I hope that your birthday season's going great. And happy freaking new year, you guys. So we're going to see what's going on for you in January. See what you need to look out for, what you can expect, what's coming towards you. You know, anything that Spirit wants you to be aware of, I got you covered. We're going to start off with some animal cards and just see, you know, what the vibes are looking like for you. And I think this deck is ready. Also, my private readings are open again if you'd like to book. Information's in the description box down below. All right, so Capricorn, let's get into this. We have the Cosmic Egg as your first card out. Okay, this is some powerful stuff. This is spirit energy coming on out. This is also representing your crown. I'm gonna pull you one more, but already off the bat, this is going to be a very pivotal month for you, especially because Pluto moves out of your sign into Aquarius. You guys have had Pluto in Capricorn since like 2008 for the most part. Last year it moved into Pluto moved into Aquarius for like a couple months, but then it retrograded back into Capricorn. You guys are almost free from that Pluto influence. How are you feeling? Are you ready? Are you ready for this next 20-year cycle? I think you're ready. You definitely are. We have the Cosmic Egg and the Hawk. You're ready for this change. You're ready for this shift. You're ready for this renewal. Oh my goodness. You're ready for this breakthrough. You've gone through, oh my God. Capricorn, you've gone through some shit. You've gone through some shit. This is your past energy though. Okay. There is a door waiting to open up for you. It's on the verge of busting open very soon. It's happening in January. You don't see this coming with the moth. You don't see this coming. Yeah, fish and the moth. I feel like there's been, even in the next couple of weeks, there's a bit of fluctuation when it comes to your mindset, when it comes to, you know, your emotions and just overall how you're feeling about circumstances and just life in general and everything that's going on. But there is this deep inner truth. I'm just pulling a bunch of cards from the bottom of the deck today. I'm feeling it for you guys. There's this deep inner truth with the black egg that's like directing you towards something. You may also need to like communicate or speak up about something, or like, you know, speak from the heart or speak what's on your mind. Maybe that's something that you keep going back and forth about, or you're hesitant to like revealing or sharing something that requires you to be like open and vulnerable. But there's something about that coming up. It's going to be very healing for you. Okay, so anyways, let's talk about these two main cards. Cosmic Egg and the Hawk. Change is on its way. What is this change going to bring? I'm not quite sure. We'll find out when we get to the tarot. But there is most likely going to be some sort of news or information coming towards you. And it's clearing out / it's showing you that you are done with something, or you've finished, or you've completed a lesson. You've completed a cycle. Like your soul is ready for new. Your soul is ready to wipe the slate clean and walk through that door and move in a new direction, or like a new life, or it just feels very new. It feels very new. Like you've reached completion. You've reached all that you need to learn in this position, in this situation, in this job, in this relationship, in this environment. Like you've reached the peak and now it's time to level up. You've graduated. It's time to expand. That's what this is happening in January, is big expansion. So, sorry, my eyebrow is itchy. Big expansion, y'all. And this has been a process in 2023, you know, all the stuff that you went through, loss, heaviness, emotional stuff that you were dealing with. It was preparing you for this big step. Okay? So we're going to see what this is all about. I'm going to use a new deck. It is the Astro Matrix Tarot. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. There's something where you're going to be seeing the bigger picture, or you're going to have a deeper understanding. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What's going on for Capricorn in January 2024? What's going on for Capricorn? Ace of Cups. Some of y'all have love coming in. Love is knocking with the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's lots of deep emotions being brought up here. Maybe there is someone here, this news that's coming in, or a conversation that's coming in, could be around or surrounding or involving love. Love could be the center of this. This is a sign where you're needing to follow your heart. You're needing to follow and lean into, you know, what your heart wants, how you feel, letting your heart lead you. This is a very exciting time. It may be a very emotional time for you as well, Capricorn, but in a good way. Let's see what's at the bottom. So we have the King of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. Wow, it's just a lot of water out here. And then we also have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I see you kind of withholding, or there's somebody here, okay? Could be this Page of Cups person, because we got a King of Cups and we have a Page of Cups, so there's two different individuals. There's somebody, I don't think it's King of Cups. I don't really think it's the King of Cups. King of Cups is pretty much evolved. Page of Cups is someone who is less experienced, more of a youngster, or someone who isn't as, they're learning, okay, they're in their early stages. They're not the most evolved. They have some room to grow. They got quite a ways to go to grow, but they can grow. But the thing is, I kind of see that this is an individual kind of holding back from expressing themselves, and this King of Cups, well, he's very open, and so that's why I'm like, okay, this could definitely, Capricorn, like, this may be your energy where you're open to love, you're open to expressing, you're very, like, putting yourself out there, you're not afraid to be hurt or vulnerable, or, you know, or that's something that you could be working through or stepping into. Maybe you know what? Maybe this Page of Cups represents your past self, right? Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and even the Ten of Swords. You know, you've gone through some shit, gone through some pretty painful endings, loss in your past, but you've grown and evolved from those experiences. They shaped part of you. You've learned from those experiences, but you've graduated. So maybe that's a sign. Like, maybe it's not necessarily like you're dealing with someone like that. Maybe this is just representing where you used to be versus where you are now, like the whole graduation thing. Probably that. Okay, let's keep going. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of news or a message or a conversation or like emotional expression I'm seeing in January is going to be very key for you, or it's going to play a big role. What else can we see for Capricorn in January 2024? What do my Capricorns need to know? 9 of Wands. Okay, so you know what? Maybe this is your energy. A bit fearful when it comes to letting down your wall, letting down your guard, opening up your heart, learning to trust again, because, you know, you're still wounded. Wrong card, hold on. You're still wounded. Let me use this. You still got these bandages all up on you. You're still healing. You still got scars. You remember and you treasure some of them, right? You see on his leg, he's got like this tattoo. Some of these scars, some of these past experiences you hold close to you, you value them, they're part of you. And then some of them, they're the wounds that you wish that you could just simply forget and pretend it never, ever happened. So, when it comes to you and your emotions, it's a little bit challenging. But that is what's going to change here. We have the Tower at the bottom. We have the Tower. Interesting, we have the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. There's like deep fear when it comes to being left behind or being abandoned or being like used and abused. Definitely this fear of like being left. Or maybe this is something to do with like your upbringing or family. 10 of Pentacles. Like, So that's part of you trying to protect yourself, right? You're wanting to show your love, you're wanting to show your appreciation, you're wanting to express and be vulnerable and show that softer side of yourself, but there's part of you that wants to protect yourself from getting hurt, right? Because you're still healing from your past. And so you're just wanting to be extra careful, a little extra cautious. So you might be, you know, moving a little bit slower. Alright, tell me more. What's going on for Capricorn in January 2024? What do my Capricorns need to know, look out for, or be aware of? Where is the situation going? 3 of Wands. So there's, okay, you know what, Capricorn? I really fuck with this. You go from the 9 of Wands, which is pretty intense, to the 3. So look at that big release. Look at that big drop from this crazy, intense, gotta protect, gotta look out, gotta be on the edge of my seat. You know, next person might harm me. This person could fuck me over. Like, I can't trust nobody. To, okay, you know what? I'm gonna chill out a little bit. I'm gonna let down some of my walls, let down my guard a little bit. Take a few deep breaths. Literally, you go from this, like, on guard to, okay, I'm chilling. I see future here. I see potential. I'm curious to explore. I'm curious to see what's out there. I'm curious to, you know, go on this adventure. You see right over here, there's like this little plane. There could be something about travel coming up for a few of you. Maybe that's something that you are considering doing, or you've been kind of tossing around some ideas about like moving or things like that, right? You're really thinking about your future here in January. You're thinking about your future where you want to be, you know, 6 months from now, a year from now, and maybe even longer, right? 20 years from now, right? Pluto and Aquarius type shit. So anyways, you're starting to really consider, like, do I want to stay living in fear for the rest of my life? Do I want to continue on this path, on this journey, this way, with this mindset, with this kind of energy? Or do I really feel fulfilled in this Nine of Wands mode? Is this really what's best for me? That's what you're asking yourself, and you're like, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe there's another way. Maybe there's a different approach, or maybe this is the energy of being open to taking a risk or taking a chance, and seeing what's out there, being adventurous, and, you know, being open to saying yes to opportunities. Whereas the Nine of Wands, he's not very open at all, y'all. He's like he's closed off right now. So you go from being closed off to being open. That's this big level up that you're going through in January. It's powerful. It's so powerful. Justice at the bottom. You've learned all the lessons that you need to learn. Venus has taught you some great deal of lessons. We got Venus showing up twice with Libra and Taurus. We have the Empress. Oh, and we even have the Devil at the bottom, and the High Priestess. There's some deep, like, internal, wow, major arcana. So many in a row. 4, 5 in a row. Now we have the moon. There's something about the full moon in Leo. That's on the 26th, I think. Pretty sure it's the 26th. We'll have the full moon in Leo, or it's like around then. End of January, when we're in Aquarius season, is when we'll have that full moon. There could be something about that full moon that is going to reveal or help you break through some sort of like personal struggle, an inner struggle. I'm seeing that a personal issue is like reaching resolution, okay? The Devil with the High Priestess. There's something that you've been dealing with internally that's had power or control. It's an old habit. It could be some sort of addiction. It could be some sort of substance. It could be something extreme like that. It could be something much smaller. Self-sabotaging ways, controlling behaviors, negative self-thoughts, you know, things like that. But that's something that you're overcoming, but it requires you to dive deep into your shadow side, okay? But it was going to help you liberate and be free. Ooh, I like it. So, yeah, I mean, that's really what I'm seeing here, is that there's this huge graduation process that you're going through in January, and you're making space to really, like, I want to say, like, living more of, like, a softer life, or, like, I don't know, like, just not as difficult, not as harsh, not as, like hard Saturn lessons, go Pluto, transformation, death, rebirth. Like, I honestly feel like once Pluto moves into Aquarius, you guys are gonna feel, especially if you're a late degree Capricorn, if you're like, if your birthday is around, like, I would say the like 17th to 21st, or like that, within that range from 20 degrees to 29 degrees Capricorn, wherever you have Capricorn in your chart, that's probably, you guys will be feeling that the most, okay? like, I'm not even joking, but once Pluto moves into Aquarius, you guys are gonna feel such a relief, like such a huge boulder released off from your shoulders. Like, I'm out here rhyming, sounding like a fool, but whatever. Anyways, I really am feeling like there's this huge release going on. And it's free. And you know what? I'm like looking at this guy. He's got like this backpack, and it's just like, you need to lighten your bag. Like, if you're out here traveling, you can't carry your whole house on your back. Like, you gotta travel lightly. You gotta carry a light bag. A lot of you have been carrying such baggage around, and I understand and I get it. And like, hey, we all got our bags. We all got our shit. But like, if you're wanting to move more freely, you're going to have to pack lighter. You're going to have to downsize. You're going to have to go through that bag and pull shit out that you no longer need. You got to ask yourself, do I need this? Do I need to carry this with me moving forwards? Is this really helping me? Like, you know, just having that talk with yourself. Or with somebody if you need to. I don't know. It's deep. Some deep stuff going on. Alright. What can Capricorn expect in January? Look at this. Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the Queen of Cups. There is a slow, I'm feeling two things from this. So obviously when we look at these two cards, this Queen of Cups is being approached by this Knight of Pentacles. So there could be someone that you're slowly approaching or slowly building some sort of connection with, some sort of relationship with. There could be some sort of slow growth towards building a relationship here of some sort. It could be romance for sure. I'm seeing Ace of Cups. We got that new love energy on the table. So I could also say that like this is you, Knight of Pentacles, like you're slowly taking your time, right? Three of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, slowly but surely you're making moves. It's steady, it's like subtle, it's not rushed, like you're really just following your own inner compass, and it's leading to more emotional vulnerability, emotional connection to yourself and others. Queen of Cups, she's someone who's very nurturing, very healing, very open and honest, and very, very like loving, you know. She's very open to giving love, receiving love. She's comfortable with love and emotions and her feelings. Like, so I'm seeing like that's what you're moving towards, is like you're moving towards being more comfortable in even like your skin, even in like, you know, just being more open and being more authentic. But I'm also seeing like you might be moving towards somebody, or someone's moving towards you. I would kind of say like you're moving towards someone, but you can take it however it applies. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Now, the one thing though, let's see at the bottom, because we have the Five of Wands. This is not even really clarifying. This is just like extra messages, extra insight, because this is what's at the bottom with these two cards that came out together. We have the Five of Wands. So there is a little bit of a struggle when it comes to you moving towards, whether you're moving towards a person or you're moving towards that emotional stability. There's a bit of a struggle here. Five of Wands. We have the Fool, yeah, and then the Ten of Swords. So that's the thing. It's just like your past. It's kind of haunting you. Because you're wanting to move in this new direction. You're wanting to take the jump. You're wanting to move forwards. You're wanting to... Who wants to stay in this Ten of Swords energy? Honestly, who the fuck wants to stay in this? Like, who? Who? Make it make sense. I'm sure you don't want to, right? But yet, there is this inner struggle. There's a bit of a back and forth, a push and pull, right? Even the things that we know are good for us sometimes don't feel... Like, especially if you're moving from a place where you were dealing with a lot of, like, I don't know, toxic shit. Let's say that you were in a relationship that was, like, really, 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 like, unhealthy in some sort of way. And then you finally move into a new relationship that's really good for you, that's really healthy, but it's, like, foreign. It's, like, it's not what you're used to. And so it's triggering, right? And so that's why that Five of Wands, there's, like, the struggle of, like, accepting this, believing that you deserve it, etc., right? So that Five of Wands is really showing, like, there's that inner struggle between you wanting to take this jump and then also wanting to kind of stay on the edge because you're like... Right? So it's something that I'm seeing that you will overcome, but it's going to take patience and dedication, and you're going to have to just remember the lessons that you learned. But, you know, it takes time. All right. Let's keep going. What else can Capricorn expect in January? What else can Capricorn expect in January? Wow. So, interesting, the Knight of Wands, as you've seen, it flipped out. It did flip out in the reverse. There is a bit of an inconsistent energy here. Is that what's straightening out here? Six of Pentacles at the bottom. Six of Pentacles is way more consistent, but this is saying that there's some inconsistencies. Let's see how you can improve that. King of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Pride, perhaps. Maybe your pride's getting in the way. Or needing to be like perfect, or needing to have it all figured out, or have your shit together. Like, let's see. Why is this? Yeah, why is this Knight of Wands? Okay, these cards have a mind of their own. So I was gonna ask Spirit before I got interrupted, but it's all good because we got the answers here. I was gonna ask Spirit, like, why is Capricorn in this Knight of Wands reverse energy? This like kind of doubtful, a little bit, I don't know, a little insecure at times, or feeling maybe unworthy, or feeling a bit afraid, or feeling like the fear of commitment for some of you, or the fear of fully like solidifying to something. So I'm asking, okay, well, why? Like, what's the reason? Well, we have the Eight of Swords. So obviously mental kind of thing, overthinking, overanalyzing, getting scared, thinking about worst case scenario here. You're trapping yourself. Your intuition, the crow over here, symbolizing your intuition, that deep inner knowing, that deep inner trust, your higher self showing you the signs, but you're not believing it. It's like, you know, you're like to the universe, show me a sign. Show me a sign. You see like 111. You're like, it's a coincidence. No, it's not a coincidence. It's but some of y'all, you be out here looking for signs, and then when you get the sign, you completely like ignore it, or you're like, nope, that's not good enough, or like, you know, you gotta trust yourself. It's not a coincidence. Okay, you've seen that sign for a reason. If you're here and you're listening, you're here for a reason. Like, right? Anyway, so we have the Eight of Swords. We also have the World. I'm kind of glad that the World's out here. I think some of you are afraid of change, or afraid of like this version of yourself, or this old version of yourself. You're like afraid of who are you going to become without that pain, or without that trauma, or without that excuse, or that, you know, like there's part of you that's a bit of afraid of the change. That's okay. Like, that's okay if you have those fears. Like, that's completely like normal. It's gonna get better with time. Like, just, you know, push through that. But so yeah, some of you, you're strictly just afraid of like the change, and who will you be moving forwards if you were to take this step, if you were to break through, like, you know, the whole like the devil you know versus the devil you don't, like that kind of situation. Like, you're kind of like torn here. Then we have the Knight of Swords, and then the Two of Wands. So basically, the choice is up to you. This is abrupt change, typical, like the fact that the Knight of Swords came out, and then the World, like, this is pretty quick, fast, like sudden, like on the whim. You're like, you know what? Oh, and here's that crow. Oh no, that's not a crow, that's an eagle. But still, the birds, the hawks, the eagles, birds showing up consistently in your reading, like so many. So many. Anyways, I feel like there's this moment where you just kind of snap, and you're like, you know what? Like, I've had enough. I'm sick of this. Like, I gotta stop doing this, or I gotta make a change, or like, it's kind of like you wake up one day and your whole mindset has changed, or like, you just see things differently. Like, you kind of snap out of this, like, I don't know, like, what's a hypnotist? Not hypnotist, or like, I don't know. You're like, you snap out of this Eight of Swords mode, where all of a sudden, like, boom, like, you're awake. Like, you were sleeping, but now you're woke. Like, that's so dramatic. Okay, so, alright. So it's kind of like, suddenly, like, 180-degree flip. One day you wake up and everything's changed, or your perspective on something's changed, or you just realize, like, no, I don't want to live my life like this no more, or I'm gonna make this change, or I'm not gonna, you know, like, you wake up one day, or you have an epiphany or a realization, or everything just kind of falls into place, and you're just like, yeah, like, that's what I want. I'm gonna stop blocking myself. Like, once you decide, once you've made up your mind, that's it. You're set. You know exactly what it is. So, let's see where this is headed. Where is this going? You know, I would just say, like, you see a future in something. You see a future on this path, on this road, in this relationship, whatever the fuck. It's worth pursuing. Just take your time. That Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, take your time. You don't need to rush. You don't need to have it all figured out, or, you know, you don't need to worry about super long into the future. Just maybe be more in the present if you can. That can be tricky at times, but maybe that might help. Alright, where is Capricorn going? Well, they have this realization. Suddenly everything changes. Their mindset, their belief, their desire, whatever this is, it changes. Then what? They make up their mind, they make a choice, then what? Then what can Capricorn expect? What will happen next? Really? Really? We have the Fool reversed. Capricorn, what's up? This is you. I mean, okay, when this card flipped out, it did flip itself out in the reverse. For me, when the Fool's reversed, that indicates that there is still hesitation. There is still some doubt. There is still some, you know, maybe you need more time. Maybe you need more planning. Let's see, what's at the bottom? I feel like by the time Pluto moves into Aquarius, I know. So that's not that long from now. So honestly, from now to like the end of January, you might be kind of in this flip-floppy zone. You're like, I don't know, should I, like, you know, going back and forth, conflicted. But perhaps by the end of January is where you have that. Fine, fuck it. Okay, we have the Magician at the bottom. We also have the Page of Pentacles. And then the Two of Pentacles. Here you are again. You keep going back and forth. You're like weighing out options. Maybe you got multiple options, right? You're trying to figure out, what do I really want here? What are my true intentions? Like, what's gonna make me the happiest? Well, you're gonna have to figure that out. You're the chef in this kitchen. What are you cooking up? And you can't figure out. It's like, this is you. Like, you don't know what to cook for dinner. You're like, what should I have for dinner? I don't know. It could be, you know, all these little choices, big or small. You just keep going back and forth, overthinking. Just go with the first one that feels right in your gut, and then just go from there. Like, you know, and if you change your mind, then you can change your mind. And you, like, literally, life, like, fuck, you could get married tomorrow, and then the next day be like, nah, fuck you, I'm divorcing your ass. Like, in this day and age, like, you could sign a contract, and then, obviously, sometimes it can get messy, right? We can all agree shit can get real messy. But nothing's set in stone here on Earth. We're on a floating rock, like... I don't know, is it really all that serious? I mean, it kind of is, it kind of isn't. Anyways, but, so you keep going back and forth, whatever this is, you keep going back and forth, and so you're like, okay, Magician to the Page of Pentacles, like, yes, I'm selecting, this is what I want. So then you select it, Page of Pentacles, you're like, yeah, I think that this might be worth planting this seed, and like, giving it water, and letting the sun do its thing, and maybe this has the potential to grow, right? Right? Two of Pentacles? Oh, shit. Maybe not. I don't know. Hermit. Now I gotta go inwards and think about it some more. Let me think about Nine of Cups. What is gonna make me the happiest? Four of Wands underneath that. So, Capricorn, that's the thing. You already know what makes you happy, or you already know what your wish fulfillment is, or what your desire is, or what your intentions are. You already know. So you're just out here psyching yourself out. So this is where you need to get clear. Maybe you need to take some time for yourself, Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you need to take some space, take a breather, just kind of, honestly, with the Hermit to Nine of Pentacles, I think you do need to just kind of like be in your own zone for a moment. Just figure out, what does Capricorn want, right? What do you want? Get clear, get precise, I thought my laptop froze for a second. Okay, no, we're good. Oh my God, my heart. Anyways, get clear, get precise, get intentional, so that whatever it is that you want can come to you now, or like soon, okay? Because right now, as you're going flip-floppy, you're like, I don't know, you're giving the universe mixed signals, and then the universe doesn't know what to give you. So like, I'm just saying, get clear with what you want, and it will come to you. But you're out here psyching yourself out, and I'm here to remind you that whatever it is that you want, you deserve. You are capable of making this happen. It is yours. Whatever's truly meant for you will never pass you by. Comment that down below. Claim that message. Whatever is truly meant for me will never pass me by. I love that affirmation. It's a classic. So always remember that. I love that one so much. I think about that at times when I'm like out here stressing. Because I mean, I get in those modes too. We all do. But yeah, so I hope that this is helpful. I hope that this is insightful. You have really good things coming your way, and you need to believe that you deserve this. You do. You really, truly do. And it's your birthday season, so let the universe gift you this special, whatever this gift is, okay? You deserve it, Capricorn. I appreciate you. Thank you for your love and your support. I will talk to you in your next reading. Bye.